Yo, 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 my Star Citizens and Noob Gamers. Welcome back to another episode of Star Citizen with me, Mennings. And in today's episode, I'm going to be showing you 2 ways to get to Raven's Roost Drug Lab. So the first way is quite an easy way, but it's a bit more time consuming. A lot of people say this is one of the hardest places to get to, but the second way is just so easy. So I'm going to show you both ways. I'll put timestamps in so you can see it. So the first way is basically the way I found it first, and what I did is I took a little box with me so then I could find a better way on the second one, which you'll see. So what I'm going to do is I'm over at Calipe in the Magtech area, and I'm going to head to Orbital Marker 2, OM2, and once I'm there, I'm going to then turn and look for Orbital Marker 4. So those are OM2. I'm going to jump to OM2, and then I'm going to turn and look for Orbital Marker 4. So once I'm there, OM2, I'm going to find Orbital Marker 4, and I'm going to make it so that the moon is at the side of me on the right, and I'm just going to start boosting towards OM4 until it's 320 kilometers away. So this is the most time consuming part of this part. So yeah. If you're interested in any of the other drug lab locations, I've created a playlist with them all in, so you can find all of them in our little playlist, drug lab playlist. It's quite an easy place to find. A lot of people say it's one of the hardest, but I think, in my own opinion, Paradise Cove is a little bit harder to find. So I'm going full speed here. I've got my cruise control on, and I'm just going to push on until I get there. Like I said, this is the most awkward one. What I've done is I've picked up a box mission to pick up a box, and I brought this box along like a delivery mission, and when I get to Raven's Roost, I'll put the box down, and then what I'll do is I'll come back up to Orbital Marker 2, and I'll find better directions that I can then give you as well. I said this is the most time consuming part of getting there. It's just getting between the 2 orbital markers. The reason that I've not pushed it on forward is because I want to see, or I want you to see exactly how I did it, how I got there. Whereas if I'd just pushed it on forward, you won't have known, and if you start struggling, you might think I did something different. So the title will be something like easiest and quickest way to get to Raven's Roost. Obviously this isn't the easiest. It is easy, but it's not going to be the easiest and quickest. The second part, which is going to be in the timestamps, is going to be the easiest way and the quickest way. And the reason I'm showing you both is so you've got both for reference. Now the drug labs are good because, especially something like Raven's Roost, if people are struggling to find Raven's Roost, then it could be one where you can pick up some drug packages when Jump Town's on. So it might be a good one to find. I would suggest if you do struggle with this, maybe doing like I did, grab a box, and once you do find it, leave a box there, and then you can find different routes yourself. So I'm just going to start pulling back now until I can get to 320 km away. We are 320 away. Once you get to there, we're going to look at the moon, and you're going to look for Rayari Keltag, which will be at the top up here. And what you need to do is put your pointer just above it, so that your compass is at between 110 and 105, and your pitch or the way you're angled in is set at -30. And you see the arrows now on screen, the 30 and the 110 and 105. And what you're going to do is you're just going to push forward until you hit the surface. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to push down to the surface. The surface isn't that far away. It's only about 40 kilometers. So don't look at that Riari Kale tag as your marker. It's not. That's further over, so around the planet. So don't take that as that's how far away from the surface you are. You're only about 40 kilometers away from the surface. As you see now, my altimeter is 7,000 away, 6,000, 5,000. So I'm quite close to the surface now. So I need to start slowing this down so I don't end up hitting the surface. So just be aware of that and use your ping. Start slowing it down, not to get too much. Just make sure you still got that 110 to 105 on your thing, and just heading down to the surface now. Once you get to the surface, we're going to turn to east, so that east is on our compass, and we're just going to start heading down a little bit and forward until you see them lights. And as you see, there they are. There's the lights. And that is how to get to Raven's Roost the longer way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and drop a box, and then I'll head back out and show you basically directions where you'll just jump from OM2 and set your pitch and stuff, and then you'll be able to just jump in every time and practice it a couple of times. So I'll meet you guys back when I do that. So here we are, guys, the quick and easier way, I think. So I'm jumping back to OM2, Calipe, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn so that OM4 is at about 11 o'clock on my, basically in front of me. Like, so if you think of it as a clock, it's at, OM4 is at 11 o'clock. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my pitch to -28, and I'm going to set my compass to between 20 and 15. And then what we're going to do then from there is I'm just going to start pushing forward with my pitch set at 28 and my compass at 20 to 15, between 20 and 15, and I'm just going to not push my nose up and down. I'm just going to go forward. And what I'll do as I get closer in, I'll start then trying to pick a landmark to keep my cursor on, so that I know that I'm still on course, because that pitch will turn from 28 to an altimeter where you're thousands of meters in the sky. So I'm just going to keep going with the, like I said, between 28 and 27 it'll be the minus on the pitch, and that's it basically. This is the easiest way, just going forward. I know I've got the package there, but you'll see that my course doesn't change from the -28, sometimes it might -27, and between 20 and 15 on the compass above. And as the altimeter, as the pitch turns to an altimeter, you just got to then just watch as you go down to the surface, that you don't change too much, and you should basically come up on the lights quite quick. Now this is quicker than the other way because you're not having to go to in between OM2 and OM4 before you turn around and go down. You're literally just going down from OM2 down by 150-ish kilometers down to the surface. As you'll see, I'm still at minus 28 and 20 and 15. And I'll just keep checking my ping. Once that pitch changes to altimeter, then you know you're in the atmosphere and you're not that far away. There we go. So now we're only 22,000 away. And what I'll do is don't pitch up and down that much. Just try and pick a landmark that you can focus on until you start seeing the lights you want. Once the altimeter comes up, you can set your angle at between 25 and 20. So rather than picking a landmark, you can just look at the angle you're coming in to be between 20 and 25 or minus 20 and 25. And as you see, when I come into the surface, when I came into the atmosphere, my marker at the top went from 20 to 15 to 20 or whatever it was to north. So I'm just heading north basically now. And so we're 3,000 meters from the surface, 2,000 from the surface. So soon we'll start seeing that surface, and then we'll start seeing lights come up. And around here, you'll start thinking about going into third-person mode, so you can start seeing them lights as they come up. So I'm less than 1,000 away now, and you'll see there's the lights coming up. It might take a couple of goes for you to do it, but if you just follow that, you'll get it quite quick. And that's it. That's Raven's Roost. Quick and easy. That is one of the easiest ones. I think Paradise Cove is actually harder than that. So there, we hope you enjoyed that one, guys. If you did enjoy that one, don't forget to take that pointer and tickle that like button for us. It really does help us out. And don't forget to hit that bell and subscribe notification. And we also have memberships now on the YouTube channel, so you can hit that join button if you want to support us more on that. So yeah, we hope you like that one, guys. And we'll see you guys out in the verse.